Hi, everybody. Welcome to Live from the Backseat. It's your girl, Simone. How are you guys doing today? I'm really excited to be here with you guys today. It is clearly another Hot Box. It's another Hot Box episode. And when I tell you that today's topic has been weighing heavy on my soul, I'm not lying. Y'all be stressing me the fuck out. Y'all really be stressing me the fuck out. Nah, for real. So I promised you guys a lot of cuffing season content because we're in the midst of cuffing season. Like it's around Thanksgiving time, which means it's showtime. You got your new bae. Y'all trying to figure out is you finna pop up to the Friendsgiving, to the family Thanksgiving together. You know what I'm saying? How you finna introduce it, all that good stuff, right? So don't worry, I got you. If you don't know, you know what I'm saying, I'm a dating coach. I love talking about dating. It's one of my more favorite things to talk about. So today's topic is in line with that. And today's topic is, drum roll, please. Today's topic is going Dutch. Oh my goodness. When I tell you that I have been dying to talk about this topic for such a long time, because first off, I didn't even know that like there was a term for this shit until like 2 months ago or some shit, right? So for those of you who are like me and you didn't know, going Dutch is a term that refers to the splitting of a bill on a date. And I have been seeing this topic all over the place online, on other podcasts, other shows. Like everybody's talking about this shit. Um, so I had to put my little 2 cents in there. Okay, I had to put my little 2 cents in there and do it for my ladies today. But everybody's talking about this shit going Dutch, right? So before we even get into this today, like I've heard a lot of men in favor of this new age practice. So I already know y'all niggas is not finna agree with me in public. I already know that shit. I know y'all are not about to agree with me in public, and it's okay. It's okay. I understand why you want to keep this dumbass fucking practice going because it benefits you. But I'm here to advocate for my ladies today, to advocate for you putting yourself first in your dating life, for getting what you need, what you deserve, what you require, what you desire. Ooh, bitch, I'm on a roll. I'm here for you getting what the fuck you need out of these dating situations and out of your love life this cuffing season. So, we just going to start there and go from there, okay? So, when it comes to going Dutch, what is my rule of thumb? My rule of thumb is don't do it. Don't do it, sis. Oh my God. I cannot stress this enough. Do not offer to go Dutch on a date. Let me repeat this for you. Do not offer to go Dutch while on a date. Okay? Okay. There's a few reasons why. If you guys have been fucking with me for a little bit of time now, you probably remember my Why He Doesn't Court You episode where I touched on the number one reason women are out here in dating situations where they're not getting anything. And it's not about like getting anything, like you're just not getting treated like with any kindness or respect. You're not getting shit. Just fucking good dick and conversation. In Why He Doesn't Court You, I identified that one of the major reasons women aren't getting courted is because of a lack of standards. The bar is in hell. The standards are so fucking low for this generation of dating. It's insane. And the number one reason that we're the first generation of women to be out here struggling to just get like regular shows of affection or care or interest is because we're just not setting the standards. So this kind of is following up on that because it all ties together, right? The number one reason I think women should not offer to go Dutch on dates is because it just sets a bad precedent. You are setting a bad precedent for that relationship moving forward. You're literally setting yourself up to be fucking played with, sis. Like, I don't understand that shit because I will hear women talk about their dating lives and they will say how, like, they sick of these niggas playing with them. But they will also then say how, like, oh yeah, I pay half on dates. I go Dutch on dates. Bitch. This is why these niggas are playing you, okay? Because you're setting a bad precedent from the get-go. You're setting a precedent from the get-go that the expectation on him to be a provider is either not there or it's so low. Like, there's no standard for him to really like rise to. You've already set the precedent that this relationship with you, to whatever degree it goes, whether it's a fuck buddy relationship, a talking, dating situation, or a serious long-term committed relationship, like, you're setting the precedent that you're a low maintenance, easy ass bitch. You a low maintenance shorty, okay? And if you're really a low maintenance shorty, all right, you know what I'm saying? Live that shit, bitch. But the truth is, most of us are not low maintenance shorties. We're trying to pretend to be low maintenance shorties. So when you are offering off bucks on the first, second date, oh, I can pay, or like, oh, do you want to go half? Or like, I can get it. Or like, you are not showing whatever the fuck it is you think you're doing of like impressing him and showing that you got your own bag. You're not doing that. What you're showing him is that you don't even expect him to provide for you the bare fucking minimum. Like, to you, you don't even expect that, right? So like, what signal does that send? Um Honestly, the whole like offering to go Dutch shit, I'm going to be really honest, it's some pick me shit. Like, if you do that and you feel attacked by this statement, I'm not even sorry. Like, this is your wake up call. You're doing pick me shit. You're operating and participating in pick me activities. Baby girl, I need you to stop. Cut that shit. All right. Dead it. Like, the fact that you're on a date with a man and you can't even accept the smallest gesture, like paying for a meal is such a small gesture of care or interest. It's just a small gesture. You can't even accept that. Where is your self-worth? Like, seriously. That's why it's pick me shit, because it literally signals that like somewhere in your subconscious there is a disconnect with how you value, or how worthy you view yourself in society, at least when it comes to um, dating and love, right? So if you follow live from the backseat.com, right, I actually wrote a blog post on this not too long ago. It wasn't on going Dutch specific, but the blog post was entitled "The 10 Raw Truths About Dating," right? And two of the truths on that list tie into this very well. And it's exactly for the reason why you should not go half on dates, you should not go Dutch, and you should not offer to go Dutch, sis. Okay. So here were the two truths that I think can also reinforce this message to you here today. One, people don't value things they get for free, men particularly. People value things that they have to work for. That's just the truth of it. Like, if there was no effort, the person isn't going to value it that much. Like, people value the shit that they had to work for, that they had to earn. So when you're out here always offering to pay for your own dates, always offering to, cover your cost, it's like, but at the same time, you're just out here giving away your time, love, affection, attention, all of that. It's like, how do you expect people to really value you for what you're worth? Like, you're giving yourself away for free, you're discounting yourself. Stop. Stop it. Stop that shit. All right? Stop it. So you're literally discounting yourself. And like, if I think it's just it's sometimes it's a naivete. Sometimes it's just, like I said, having that struggle with self-worth where you feel like unsure, um, if you're, worth that money being spent. But like, bitch, you are. It's literally not that serious. Um, so definitely, like, one, you have to understand that people don't value free shit. And then the second thing from that blog post that I think is so truthful here is that niggas know your worth, sis. Okay? These niggas, they know your worth. They just hope that you don't. And when your dumbass sits up at a date and is like, oh, I can go half. Do you want me to cover it? Like, I got it. Bitch, you're literally just saying to this nigga, I don't know my worth. I don't know my worth. Like, that's what you're doing. This nigga is going to fuck with you. 9 times out of 10, he's gonna fuck with you, because who doesn't love somebody or something that they can get over on? Like, it's in human nature to like situations that you can get over and like get the most out of for the least amount of effort. So it's like, sis, when you signal to him that you don't know your worth and he already knows your worth, he's just hoping your ass don't know your worth, you're about to get played with. Like, I don't care what nobody says, you're about to get played with. And all the men that be out here, saying like pro going Dutch on dates, yo, they the niggas that play with bitches. They the niggas that play with bitches, real live. Like, I don't know why we're missing it. Like, these niggas is not the catch. They're not. They're not. The niggas that expect you to pay for your own dates are not it, sis. Dub them. That's no. No, 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 no. So like, that's just my thing. At the end of the day, for me, my rule of thumb of not going Dutch is really just goes back to having certain standards for yourself as a woman and really knowing your worth and asserting your value in situations, and not doing so in a way that you're screaming, see my value, input into me, but where you're just not settling for anything below your value. You're not discounting yourself. And I think too oftentimes in dating situations as women, we automatically start discounting ourselves because we are taught inherently to always put ourselves last, to always have our best interest be the last interest. And it's really this mental shift that we have to have where we move out of this mindset of trying to get him to like us and trying to cater to his interests first, and us evaluating, do we even like him? Is he worth our time? And are we catering to our own best self-interest? And that's really like what it comes down to for me. So I always tell my clients, my friends, all the women in my life, do not offer to pay for no fucking dates, bitch. Don't do that shit. Now, I know some of you are watching this, you're like, okay, bitch, we hear you, but like, provide us a solution, because these niggas in this generation are expecting that you pay for a date every now and again. Like, this is just what it is. This is the reality. And clearly, I do pay for shit sometimes in my dating situations and my relationships. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be a big capping ass nigga and act like I don't pay for shit sometimes. Clearly, I do. So, for our question of the day, what we're going to do is we're going to discuss, when is it actually appropriate for the woman to offer to pay or to pay part? Okay, so we're going to say, when is it appropriate? There are a few instances where it is appropriate for you as the woman in a dating situation to offer to split the bill or to even pick up the entire tab. These instances, for me, I notice that these instances generally arise once the dating situation is more solidified, and once it's more long term. You're decided that you like each other, you're exclusive with each other, or you're quickly moving towards that, and you're in a space where that's your man. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was like, that's your nigga, you'd be like, yeah, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That would, you know what I'm saying? That's your man. So For me, that's when most of these appropriate situations arise. But let's go through them. The first time I think it's appropriate to pay or offer to pay is on a birthday celebration or a special event of that type. Not only is it appropriate, I think it's the best thing to do. The truth is, men are human too, and men also want to be spoiled, okay? While I don't believe in spoiling just any nigga, while I don't believe in you know, gender reversing the roles. I'm not a fan of that shit at all. I do think that it says something about you if you are completely incapable to ever take the focus off of yourself. And in a relationship, you know, in dating situations, we do want to make sure that we're serving ourselves first and we're being logical with our choices. But in a relationship, which is a step after a dating, just after the dating experience, in a relationship, you do want to make sure that you are pouring into your partner just as much as your partner is pouring into you, because being self-centered is the quickest way to lose a good nigga. So yeah, so I definitely think birthdays, special occasions that are in celebration of him, that's definitely a time that you should offer to pay a portion or pick up the tab if that's something you can financially do. um, that's just, you know, my personal belief and kind of how I operate. Usually, if a man knows that you're not against picking up in an appropriate moment or a necessary moment, he most of the time, if he's a good man, he's not going to have any issue paying all the time outside of that. A second time that I feel like it is super appropriate to offer to pay for a date and to offer to go Dutch is when you're trying to friend zone a nigga. Look, let's just keep it 100, sis. Sometimes you're gonna go on a date with a guy, and you know, halfway through the date, you're just like, I'm not feeling it, but he's a nice guy. You could totally see yourself like being cool with him, being friends with him. But the like sexual romantic chemistry is just not there, right? That's okay. We all have these instances, right? I think in a situation like that, that's a perfect time to offer to go Dutch on a date because you're signaling, hey, I'm not looking for nothing from you and you ain't looking for nothing from me, right? For me, I definitely will offer to go Dutch when I'm out with the guy if he's just my homie, if he's a colleague, or if it's even a situation where I can tell he might be romantically interested in me, but I'm not romantically interested in him. In those situations, I will definitely be like, hey, you know, do you want to go half? Or like, oh, I got it this time, you know, don't worry about it. Um, because that nigga ain't getting no pussy out of me, period. So I don't need him to value me um in a romantic sense. And I don't want the pressure as a woman of having somebody out there who may or may not feel like I owe them something when I have zero intention of, um, you know, taking them seriously, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I don't want that karma or guilt to sit on me of like, did I lead somebody on? So when I'm friend zoning a dude or when a dude is already friend zoned, then I have no issue paying my portion or even picking up the whole tab. Um, a third um, a third instance where I think it is appropriate for the woman to pay for the date or you know, pay a portion of the date and go Dutch is when it's like a special event or like some type of outing that's kind of centered around her interests. This could be like a concert, even if it's not just around her interests, but this could be like a concert. This could be a vacation. This could be um, a comedy show or a play, whatever it is, right? Like things like that. I'm a big believer in like if you want to go and you already have this rapport with this man, you guys, you know, you've been out on a few dates. Let's say maybe you've been out on 4 dates and it's been a great time and you know, it's been dinner in the park and you know, you've done all these different things and he's paid for some things and whatever. I think, hey, great opportunity to say, oh, you know, hey, babe, there's this concert in town Friday night. I picked up 2 tickets. Do you want to go with me? That's a perfect opportunity for you as the woman to show a little initiative, to show, hey, I'm not some city girl. I mean, if you are a city girl, get it how you live, girl. Hey. But if you're worried about appearing, if you're worried about not appearing like a city girl, this is a perfect opportunity for you to show, hey, I'm not a city girl. Like, I got my own money and I'm willing to pay for us to do fun shit too. But without it being in like this weird show of like you exerting your masculine energy when you completely don't have to. I think paying for concerts and things like that is great if you're a woman, because one, y'all ain't going to concerts all the motherfucking time. Two, um, it's also kind of a show of you putting yourself first, in the sense that it's like, I wanted to see this artist rather than me coming and begging you to buy tickets to see this artist. I picked up 2 tickets. Do you want to go with me? If the nigga don't want to go with you, bitch, take another nigga, period. Like, it's real simple. So I think that that's a really great time that you can offer to pay, or you can just go ahead and pay, whether it be an art exhibit, a concert, something, anything of that nature. When it comes to vacations, it's a little bit more tricky for me. I think that if it's like a birthday vacation or something like that, that's a little different. I think the person whose birthday it is should really like have the cost minimized on them. But I think if it's like you are a couple that loves to travel and you want to go to Bora Bora, and say that he picks up the tab for the plane tickets and you're staying in 2 hotels, and he picks up the tab for the plane tickets in one of the hotels, like, it's nothing for you to pick up that last hotel or to even split the cost of that trip halfway. Um, so, I really just think it matters about how you're doing it and if it's appropriate in that moment, with like anything and most things in life. So just kind of to recap, because I've given you a lot to digest in this short amount of time. We don't offer to go Dutch on dates. We don't do it, ladies. We don't offer to pay for dates. We don't offer to go Dutch on dates. Um, because don't be a pick me, ew. Um, we don't do it because we don't want to sell ourselves short. That's the main thing here. There's no need to sell yourself short. And the truth is, sis, like, real men don't need your help. They don't even want your help. Like, a real nigga, he ain't even looking for your help, girl. So let that nigga do what he do and let him pay for that date. Okay? Okay. For real, for real. That's really how I feel. And at the end of the day, it's just, if I can leave you guys with any message today, let it be that you deserve to be taken care of also. Like, let someone take care of you for once, sis. Like, the fact that you feel like you have to offer, you gotta show up, you gotta prove, like, you gotta earn people doing simple shit like feeding you and like little shit, like, nah, you like, let someone take care of you for once, and take that burden off of your own shoulders. You're worthy of a man paying for your dates. Like, you're worthy of that. Just as I would say to my kings, you're worthy of a woman who spend a little something on you on your birthday, or goes out of her way to make you feel special. Like, men and women both, we deserve as humans to like feel special every once in a while, and particularly in our romantic um, dating situations. There, you deserve that. So if anything, sis, let your guard down a little bit. And if you are discerning in the men you're dating, to start with, you won't really be running into situations where you're feeling like if he spends money on this date, I'm going to owe him some shit. So just be discerning and put yourself first and make sure you're being very logical and strategic with it. But put that guard down and like let these men spoil you, let them take care of you, let them court you. Let these men court you and let them pay for dates. That's all for today. And I just thank you guys for joining me from the hot box. Thanks for once again listening to me talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't done so already, check out livefromthebackseat.com. There's a weekly blog post every Monday morning at 9 a.m., which is where I've put a shit ton of great information for mental health, wellness, dating, spirituality, like everything. So definitely make sure you check that out at livefromthebackseat.com. Make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe if you haven't done so already to Live from the Backseat podcast. Do so on your streaming platform as well as on YouTube. And also, if you, last but not least, if you haven't done so already, we have fall merch. This hoodie is super comfy and super cozy and like it's lit. So go check out livefromthebackseat.com to get this hoodie and other fall merch. And thanks for joining me in the backseat.